memory leaks. It seems like no matter where I've worked, whoever I've worked with, if the problem of a memory leak rears its head, people really don't want to spend the time to figure out where it's coming from. If it's non-obvious, it could take some time and take some digging, and people don't want to do it. And so you'll end up with people proposing solutions like, well, let's just set up a cron job to kill the process and restart it. So we're going to talk about memory leaks, what those are, how to debug them, how to identify them, how to know if you potentially have a memory leak, because it's not always obvious, and how are we going to debug them and fix them. So that's me. If you have any questions for me, please email me. I have a consulting company called American AppWorks, and my email is akovachik@americanappworks.com. So what is a memory leak? Basically means using memory and never cleaning it up. So your program is going to consume more and more memory, and sometimes you can do that on purpose, like the little toy program that I'm about to show you, where it's obvious what's happening there. But sometimes it's not obvious, and in managed memory platforms, a memory leak typically means that you've done something to confuse the garbage collection algorithm. So if you remember back from your computer science 101 classes, if you were dealing with something like C++ or C, you had to manually allocate your memory, and you would have to make sure you clean that up yourself. Well, there were platforms then like Java and the .NET platform and Node.JS. They have garbage collection algorithms where they will keep tabs for you on what memory you're using, what memory you're no longer using, and how they can clean that up for you. And we'll talk more about the garbage collection algorithm in Node.js later. But for now, this is going to be our working definition of a memory leak: inadvertently letting memory sort of add up until it's a problem. Okay, so how will I know if I have that problem? How will I know if my program has a memory leak? You will have the most obvious sign will be eventually your program will run for a while. It could be just minutes, it could be days or weeks, and you will run into an out of memory exception. So your program has no longer has any memory, and it crashes because whatever was allocated to your program through the managed platform now has been exhausted, and it can no longer function. So it will just crash. So out of memory exception, sometimes people call this ooming or oom. If you don't necessarily get an out of memory exception, or it takes a long time, you'll see that your memory usage, if you can graph it, you'll see that it's a hockey stick. It's basically going up and to the right and not really ever coming back down. So this could be dramatic, where it just shoots straight up and to the right and crashes. It could be just a matter of slowly creeping, every week or month it's taking up more and more memory, and it never quite comes back down, and then you restart it, and suddenly it's back where it starts, and then it has a low memory usage that slowly creeps up over time. And then finally, with Node.js, one of the non-obvious things could be, you wouldn't expect this. You would, when we talk about the speed at which a program runs, we talk about CPU usage. Well, your program could run more and more slowly over time, and that will be a matter of the garbage collection algorithm trying to clean up your memory, and it's getting, memory that can be cleaned up is getting harder and harder to come by. It has to work harder. It interrupts the event loop, and you'll notice that your program just seems like it's never quite as responsive after it's been running for a while. So you may want to look under the hood and see a memory leak. See if you have a memory leak. So what I want to show you now is a little toy program that I've created, and this is I'll go into the details of this later, but what I want to draw your attention to here is this little set interval here. So you can see every second I am trying to get some memory statistics from the process, that memory usage, and write those to a CSV file. Alright, so I've done this in 2 different programs. I've got one where I've put a memory leak in on purpose, and one where I've deleted the memory leak. And so I just want to show you quickly today what that graph looks like when you've got a memory leak. So this process.memory usage, this is of course directly from Node. It returns these different statistics, and the keys here are RSS and heap total. We can ignore external for now. So RSS and heap total. RSS refers to resident set size, and it's how much memory that your program is consuming. Here, the amount of space occupied in main memory of your device. That is a subset of the total allocated memory for the process, including all C++ and JavaScript objects and code. So what's that's referring to is, you know, the Node V8 engine is written in C++, and it's shuffling things back and forth between the JavaScript environment and C++. So heap total and this heap, this is one we're going to see in our graph, refer to V8's memory usage. And then external is going to be just to the C++ portion of that memory usage. So, so back into the program. So here we're writing this out every second for a memory leak and for a non-memory leak. So I'm going to just pop open my spreadsheet that I've created from running these. I guess I should explain what I did was I started up both of these programs, the one with the memory leak and the one without, and I just pummeled them with it's a little web server here that generates memory leaks, and pummeled it with 1,000,000 requests, so 100 at a time using Apache bench, and just watched what happened. So let me show you that. So first of all, let's go to our spreadsheet. So this is what it looks like when you do not have a memory leak. So you can see this part here. This looks like kind of a square wave. What happened here, this is where it was receiving the 1,000,000 requests, and it got done with those. Apache bench left it alone, and it dropped right back down to normal memory usage here. So you can see it came back down. These little bumps here, those are all just handling the different requests as they came in. And you can see it maxed out at 100 million bytes, which is surprising, actually. We'll have to come back to that. But it maxed out, and then it came back down. So that's what it looks like with no memory leak. And so this is just on the left here. These are the saving off the different memory statistics as it was running. So when there was a memory leak, it looked like this. So you can see now it's crept up to 5 billion, so 5 gigabytes of memory almost, and you can see it's doing that up and to the right thing. So every request that came in, as the 1,000,000 requests started hitting it, up and up and up and up, never came back down. If it did come back down, it was setting sort of a new record high or a new record low as it went up. And so the trend overall is up and to the right. And you can see that this one, with no memory leak, handled the 1,000,000 requests and went back to normal, and this one goes up and to the right and ends abruptly. What happened here when I was running it, it did not get all the way to the 1,000,000 requests. It got to about a little more than halfway through, and I got an out of memory exception, and it crashed, and so it stopped writing these memory statistics. So that's what it looks like, and that's how I gathered that data. So in the next video, I'm going to go more into some memory terminology, talk more about the garbage collection algorithm, and we are going to eventually get into some more tools so we can see we can use some debugging tools to try to trace where the memory leak is coming from in our program, and go find it and fix it. So thanks for watching. If you are interested in solving hard problems with me and seeing some more tutorials that are more advanced for Node.js, please like and subscribe for my channel, and sign up for my email list. I'll be sending out different links for signing up for a course that I'm putting together. So if you want to potentially get a discount code for that, just sign up for the email list and you'll be notified when that's ready to go. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.